already?
Can you believe it?
Time really flies so fast.
Did you remember your first days here in CGC Cubao?
Well, let me think. Oh, I remember. Even if we were still few in numbers at the first location, I really felt God's presence.
Another one. When the church first started, I recall the youth practicing for praise and worship in their school uniforms.
Oh yes! Even if we still cannot play the songs perfectly, you can still feel the oneness and the heart of brothers and sisters as we worship.
Most of all, brothers and sisters have become
A family. It's nice to look back and see how much we've grown. But in all those years, was there a time you departed from God?
I already been a Christian for 14 years, so for more than half of my life, I was already serving the Lord. But of course, I'm not always on fire for the Lord. There are times when I wanted to stop going to church, to spend more time for myself and less time with the Lord, and also to trust myself more than God. There was a specific time in my life when for a year, I really stopped trusting the Lord. And I also wanted to spend less time at church. So slowly, I also stopped going to church. So for a whole year, I was blinded by my pride, blinded by my own greed that I think that I live my life better without God.
I am Sister Hazel, Christian for 14 years. My spiritual life back then. Then, the on-site meeting returned. I attend on and off.
I started loving the Lord in 2011. So during my high school days, I kept serving and loving the Lord. But everything changed during my college years. I studied architecture because that was God's will for me. And during my second year, I failed one subject, not once, but twice. I asked the Lord, if this is your will, why am I experiencing this? Since I failed the subject twice, I could no longer graduate on time. I suffered anxiety and depression for years and saw no way out of this problem. time. I suffered anxiety and depression for years and saw no way out of this problem. On time. I suffered anxiety and depression for years and saw no way out of this problem.
One day, the Lord spoke to me. It was during the conference. I joined the conference not because I want to join it, but because I just want my mother to stop bothering me to join it. So during the conference, the Lord spoke to me. It was during Brother John Rainier's message, and when we sang the song Living Hope, the Lord really touched me. The Lord spoke to me again. He wanted me to come back to Him, to trust Him again. But of course, at first, I didn't want to come back. I didn't want to trust Him again because I said to the Lord, Lord, why should I come back? I already left you behind for a whole year. I didn't even pray to you. I didn't even ask for help. But so why do you want me to come back? But the Lord's answer to me is still the same. Come back to me and trust me again. So I did. I said to the Lord, Lord, okay Lord, I'll trust you again. And as if on cue, my phone suddenly rang. It was from work. So I was surprised. Then the phone call was about a huge problem at work. So I said to the Lord, Lord, to the
Pastor recently sending a message to encourage me to attend regularly. I was deeply encouraged and felt God's love. That made me come back to the church.
The Lord showed me how faithful He is even when I was so faithless. Now I am Eliza. The Lord.
Songs perfectly, you can still feel the oneness and the heart of brothers and sisters as we worship.
And most of all, brothers and sisters have become
A family. It's nice to look back and see how much we've grown. But in all those years,
most of all, brothers and sisters have become
a family. It's nice to look back and see how much we've